I swear and I hear the song in my head, like I hear the beat, like, you know, how I want like the bass to go, like how I want the, you know, sometimes it starts with the bass, sometimes it just starts with the kicks.
What's the most difficult thing about producing?
The challenge that would happen with producing is like maybe if, you know, you want to play a saxophone maybe, right? Which you can play on the MIDI, but if you're not a sax player, obviously, like you can't like, you know, saxophonalize it like a saxophone player would. You feel me? So that could be like one of the constraints of beat making, or if you just don't know how to program correctly, you know, like I make beats on FL more. When I started making beats on Logic, I first of all had to familiarize myself with the Logic engine, you know, so that's like one thing, you know. Sometimes it's better to have like other instrumentalists present whilst you're programming a beat or making a beat or producing, however you want to call it. Because it's easier, like they share like, you know, like their creative point of view. Other than that, if you're playing everything by MIDI, then you're just like, you know, freestyle playing basically, you know.
When I was time, the one I wanted to miss time in the band. And I'm free, Obama the manager, I did not ask why the position, my original, so but now it's betrayal, and just how much he was ever more fast, and I'm having
I hear you.
Yo, so what's happening right now?
Is this dude I'm working with, I don't even want to work with anymore because he says he can do one thing and you give him the chance to do it. And there's always something that's incomplete. There's always something that, you know, he wanted to say but couldn't say, or he didn't do that he thought he said. There's always something missing. It's never complete.
What exactly right now happened?
Like right now, right now we just called him, right?
Yeah.
And he says, yes, I'm home, I'm in my studio, slide through, let's finish the work. So we set out and he's like, where are you? Are you still home or you've left? And I'm like, dude, I'm on my way, we're driving there now. And it's like, you know, but I'm not home. I'm like, well, why didn't you say that before we left? But he was like, yeah, come through. Oh my gosh. And I was like, I'm not home. Sorry, I was in the washroom and I was just out the washroom, but like, I'm not home. So just give me an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then I'll get time for, I'm like, just be straight. Oh my word, like Charlie, attire. Hey, I'm Hey, Charlie, be serious. Saying sometimes it starts with a trumpet. You know, I have this beat. Like I could just like imagine, like, you know, just like 2 or 3 guys blowing the trumpet. So it starts from there, and then you catch that, and you try to play that on your, you know, on your keyboard or whatever engine you're using. There's Fruity Loops, there's Logic. I use Fruity Loops Logic to make my beats. Fruity Loops mostly. All right, so there's this production, this beat on a song on my album. Initially, the song was called Apparition. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the song on the album because I changed the name of the, when I finished recording the song, I changed the name of the song to reflect something that means more to me. I don't want to give it away because it's supposed to be somebody's name, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, this song is called Apparition, right? And I want to tell you how we came about it. I just watched Genius, Kanye West's documentary. I think the first part or the second part, one of them. And I was so inspired. I started producing this beat. That some people think it's actually a bit Kanye-like, maybe because I got inspired by watching him. But anyways, it was very interesting how the beat came about. It's very dynamic. It's just like a certain piano progression that I wanted. I actually ended up sampling Kanye, chopping up like a part of his song he did with Jamie Foxx, Extravaganza. So there's a song on my album called Apparition that I sampled. I think, wait, I can play it for you. All right, we're good? We're good? All right, so, and it's a good thing, like the beat plays for like a minute, and I have June on the Moon singing in the background before I even come in. So at least you get to hear the beat.
I wonder if we'll be able to hear your voice with the music playing. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting experiment.
I mean, I could probably do a little freestyle just for you to get a see if you got what it is you're looking for. This my beat, I ain't singing yet. I'ma start singing soon, but until I start singing, I start rapping, remixing the tune. It's Jazzy, baby, crazy, baby, way I do it easy off the top. You know me, I'm not crazy, I'm the lyricist. I'm gonna start it again. I feel like one of the most difficult songs it was for me to produce. I'll say Tsunami Wavy off my upcoming album, because like I heard the symphony in my mind, you know, and I was like marrying two symphonies, like Game of Thrones and Osibisa, you know what I'm saying? So I needed like an instrumentalist like around to, you know, be able to like hear what I'm hearing in my head, be able to play it out the way I wanted it to sound. You know, sometimes that's what I go through. So, I mean, first of all, you get the tempo. I mean, if it's the bass line or whatever it is that comes to you first, you lay that down first. And then you just add the other elements. Usually the basic components of a beat are, you know, kick, snare, hi-hats, that's like your drums. And then you have your bass and your keyboard or guitar. And then that's it. Everything else is just secondary. It's just like icing on the cake, you know? So yeah, once I know what I want to play, like once it comes to my mind, then like, you know, sometimes it's just the beat, sometimes it's the song, sometimes it's the beat and the song, so I know exactly what I'm doing whilst I'm programming. It's usually better if you know what you're doing whilst you go along the way. Other than that, then you're just like freestyle beat making, you feel me? You know, so I think it's like one of the brilliant songs on my album. I'm not gonna lie. Because like the amount of creativity and like, you know, thought, I even had to change my style of recording when I was doing like recording this song. I recorded this song like I think maybe 2 or 3 times before I got it right. And when we're like mixing and mastering, the mixing engineer was like, I should record the last part again. I was like, bruh, I'm not doing it, because like the way I had to channel my inner, who's my favorite rock musician anyways that I'm mentioning off head. I had to channel Charlie, my inner James Brown. I had to channel my inner James Brown, Charlie.
Charlie, where road be this?
Yo, welcome to, what's it called? This is the popular. So yeah, another one.